Sunday. Happy race day. It's been 2 weeks since we've had NASCAR, y'all. Sorry. I'm on a different iPad today. So I'm not quite used to this one. The hubby is out of town, so I'm on the second iPad. So the camera is like over here. And I'm used to the camera being like right in front of me. So I apologize this morning. It's a little off than it usually is. So just bear with me. But this is the first world problems. I swear, it's first world problems. When you have two iPads and the ability to, just be able to send the husband with one and have one still at home. And thank goodness for Apple products is all I got to say. Coffee. But yes, 2 weeks without racing. I don't know about y'all, but I kind of miss racing. I think my husband kind of missed me having racing because I did nothing but kind of work. Since there was no racing. Normally, if there's racing, I work and then I stop working because racing's on. I watch racing with him because right now, up until last week, there was nothing, no football. Now there's some football going on. So he is we're getting ready to have to divide and conquer the TV. One of us probably on the iPad streaming and one of us streaming on the TV so that we can still watch what we want. It's just that time of the year so that we get to spend time together. Does anybody else's household have this problem besides mine? I hope I'm not alone in this because it's especially when NFL starts. Saturdays, not so bad because, college football happens on Saturdays. And so, which he loves to watch college football as well. But NASCAR generally isn't on Saturday. It's on Sunday. So then when NFL starts, that's when it's like, okay, we have to pick or choose. Is one of his favorite games on? Or is a big race on? Or do we have to divide and conquer in rooms? Or am I just going to have to get like a second TV for the living room so that I have a TV in the living room and he has a TV in the living room? Please let me know if anybody else has this issue because we have two sports lovers in my household. We both like NFL. I'm the NASCAR person. He likes-ish NASCAR, more so because it allows him to spend time with me. But he can take it or leave it. But I digress. Anyway, 2 weeks, no racing. But we left off with the Brickyard. And man, oh man, the Brickyard did not disappoint. We definitely had some issues. There was a late charge by Ryan Blaney and Tyler Reddick on the final restart lap. And I am not sure why NASCAR didn't throw the yellow when there was a car still in the track, not moving. I still haven't figured that one out. If anybody else can figure that one out, can somebody let me know? Because I'm still lost in that one. But Kyle Larson does end up winning in the Brickyard 400, which is the 30th anniversary which was also won by Hendrick's team or former teammate Jeff Gordon. Team, however you want to phrase it. And then it's the first time in that they've been back on the oval since 2020. It's also, of course, the first time that Kyle Larson has been back to the oval portion since the disaster of trying to run the Indy 500 and the Coca-Cola 600 on the same day, and it got rained out, like seriously bad, which, ended his chance on being able to do anything with the 600. He got to Charlotte just as like it started torrential downpouring, sadly, from the system that was causing downpours and Indy, needless to say, which then caused another whole issue for him. He had a speeding penalty in Indy that really pushed him back and kept him from winning in the 500. He had a really good showing in the 500 overall. It's just crazy. He is going to attempt the double again, he says. He'd love to attempt the double. We're working on it. They hope to announce something soon and see you guys next May. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Tyler Reddick finished second. Blaney third. Christopher Bell fourth, and Bubba Wallace with an impressive fifth finish. The restarts in overtime, that caused a lot of issues right there. Overtime. Again, overtime has been causing a lot of issues across the board. Gas. Brad Keselowski, had been leading. He pulled to the bottom right before, and he pulled off the track just before the restart zone. And Ryan Blaney was running on fumes too. Let's be honest. He was running on fumes. I understand kind of why he was upset. The data, shows that he didn't really jump the start, that they were, about even on speed. He just had more momentum, sadly. But either way, Kyle Larson, sadly, was going to blow the doors off him because he had the fuel to be able to do so. Whereas Ryan Blaney didn't have the fuel. And that just bites for him. Like, it is just sad. Either way you look at it, just rough. Yeah, I mean, he would have, Ryan Blaney said he would have chosen the bottom. Instead of the top. So he said he had a really good shot to win. His car was fast. They thought he had a really good strategy. I'm sorry, even if you had chosen the bottom, you were still almost out of gas. I don't know if you still would have been able to pull that one off Ryan. Sadly. But I mean, it was very interesting. It was a weird circumstance. I have to agree with him that. And, it did end up killing their chances or any chances that they did have to win. I am not sure where some of these cars are coming up with their fuel mileage, but those were some crazy fuel mileages on these cars. But they have seemed to pull some tricks out of their sleeves here over the last couple of races, especially the Fords here recently. Joey Logano the week prior, I mean, Brad Keselowski just recently, I mean, even Ryan Blaney. They've been getting some fuel mileage. That's all I got to say. I guess we'll have to see. What are their tricks? Can we get some fuel mileage like this on our cars? Hello? And no, I'm not trying to do a promotion for Sunoco fuel. But if Sunoco fuel is going to give me the fuel mileage, then I will start going to buy Sunoco fuel. I'm just saying. But this week too, or the last 2 weeks, we've had a lot of major things go down as well. Corey LaJoie will not be returning to Spire. We've had 2 weddings. Tyler Reddick got married, and so did Daniel Suarez. Both of them officially turned out in the knot. Over the long break, we had family vacations. We had a couple more announcements. The president of Toyota Racing is retiring after the season. Connor, I'm not even going to attempt to say his last name, is going to drive full-time in the Xfinity Series for Junior Motorsports. Michael McDowell's crew chief will follow him to Spire next year. They did say Christopher Bell will be without his crew chief, Adam Stevens, for the next few weeks. He needed surgery on both knees due to an injury suffered during the Olympic break. Ouch. So he's undergone that surgery to repair both knees and will work remotely for the next few weeks. Okay, this one, somebody hide the jet dryers, y'all. Somebody hide the jet dryers. Juan Pablo Montoya is set to make his first NASCAR Cup start since 2014. Literally, hide the jet dryers. Had them. If anybody remembers, Juan Pablo, he has jet dryers. Just saying. I always like to give Juan Pablo a hard time, but he is joining 23XI and driving the number 50 car at Watkins Glen. It will be his first start since July 27th, 2014 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I hope we don't have any rain. I really don't. Because that would scare me. If so, please, somebody pull him to the side. We do not need any jet dryers exploding or catching fire because of him. Literally, somebody please. I hope other people remember that besides just me. Because, Lord, that was crazy. So, I mean, a lot of different things happened over the 2-week break that we had. It is just insane. how everyone chose to celebrate the break differently. You know, a lot of people spent some family vacation time with their, friends and family, and used this time to, refocus themselves and get back, get refreshed, which was great. And like I said, Tyler Reddick and Daniel Suarez decided they were going to use this time to, get married, which was a perfect time for them during the 2-week break. Now everybody is giving Denny Hamlin crap, saying, okay, Denny, we've all tied the knot. When is it your turn? Because you're next. Everybody else is done now. It's just insane. Yeah. And then now we head to Richmond, where we have two tire options. A soft tire and a hard tire. Or I should say a soft tire and a normal tire. But before that, Daniel Suarez is locked into a contract with Trackhouse through next year as well. So, which is awesome for him. Let's see. They signed that this weekend here at Richmond as well. And that just locks him in through next year. So looking forward to seeing what that offers. Like I said, we are at Richmond Raceway this weekend. Sadly, I had to turn down going this weekend. I got sick when it was time to sign in to go, and had to tell them I couldn't attend this go round due to being sick. I don't want other people going into the media room when they're sick. So I, had to follow my own rules about this. So I had to tell them I couldn't attend this time. Sadly, because of being sick, especially super sick earlier the first part of the week. Sad. For anyone going to the race today, though, have an amazing time. It looks like it's going to be, thankfully, a beautiful day for racing. Unlike earlier this week when Hurricane, or the remnants of Hurricane Debbie, came through, we are set to go racing around 6 p.m. For 400 laps. It's only about a 2% chance of rain. If you were here earlier this week, it was monsooning, thanks to Hurricane Debbie remnants. They had to cancel a lot of activities leading up. They had campers getting here earlier this week, and we started getting the remnants around Wednesday night, Thursday morning of the hurricane. Sadly, and so they had to start canceling some of the fun events that they had planned. I have to, hand it off to their wonderful event staff, Lori, Warren, all of them. They do such a wonderful job of, getting everyone involved, just to even the local community involved. It's 100% amazing. So, but they had to cancel quite a few events because of just the weather that we were experiencing, and potential weather we could get. So, and just trying to keep everyone safe. So hats off to them. It looks like, overall we were spared. They do say the parking lots are good to go. Doesn't look like anybody had any issues yesterday for the truck race, so should be good to go today. We have 4 races left to go in the regular season, including today's race. Right now, Ross Chastain holds the final spot. So we'll have to wait and see how things play out over the next 4 races, as we go into getting ready to go into playoffs. Hopefully this refresh, 2 weeks off, was what everyone needed, to get back, get ready to end this 14 weeks strong. Like, that's it. We have 14 weeks, y'all. I feel like that's like a college semester, to put it almost in perspective. So tonight we're looking at the command to start engines at 5:54 and green flag just a little 1 minute after 6. For those of you going, the garage is opening at 3 and driver's introduction at 5:15. If they are doing a red carpet run like they did earlier this year, it's going to be a little before that. So we have stage 1 at lap 70. Stage 2 ends at lap 230. It's on USA. And the broadcast coverage will begin at 5:30 on USA. You need to listen to it. MRN. We'll start coverage at 5 p.m. Sirius XM channel 90 will also cover it. Denny Hamlin won the spring race when it went into overtime, and he is on the pole for today's race. So yeah. I'm waiting. Hopefully somebody will get a video of how loud it is when he gets booed. I'm waiting to see how that plays out. But yes, he is on the It's always funny to hear in person. I'm sorry. It's mean of me, but it's the truth. Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., Josh Berry, who in the spring had an amazing run there for a while at Richmond. Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell, Austin Dillon, Chris Buescher, Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, and Tyler Reddick are your top 10. And we have 37 cars total. Parker, I can't even say his last name, Razatliff. I'm pretty sure I just butchered that. He's in the number 66. We have 15 Fords, 14 Chevrolets, and 8 Toyotas for today. He is ex-insurance Ford. He's the last car that qualified into the race. So Ty Dillon is racing today as well. Just to keep everybody, he's in the number 16 for today. So yeah, it's going to be fun. They have, like I said, 2 options for tires, a softer tire and then the normal tire. They are denoted by the color on the tire. So you should be able to look at the tire color on the outside and see which is which. I think the red is the soft tire, if I remember correctly. Let me double check myself on that one though. I'm done because I don't want to be wrong. So the teams can start on whatever tire they want to, the standard or the soft tire. There's no rule on that. Which tire they have to start on. They can start on either one. And like I said, I'm trying to confirm which tire. I know that they have different colors for the tires. That they have this weekend. So yeah, the yellow it looks like is the softer one. Oh, sorry. Red are the softer option tires. I had it backwards. And then the yellows are the standard tire. So red is the softer, yellow is the standard. They had to qualify on the standard tire. They have qualifying set and six sticker sets and a standard and 2 sets of softer tires. So again, the red are the softer, the yellow are your standards. They have 2 sets of the softer tires for the race for today. So happy Sunday, happy race day. We are officially back racing, y'all, and it's going to be a great day. Happy Sunday, and I will see you again next weekend. Bye, y'all.